Hey Aries, it's Empress Rose here. Welcome to your reading. These are general readings. Take what works, leave what doesn't. If I don't catch your wavelength or storyline here, check your other major placements. We're starting with the Oracle decks of Work Your Light and Urban Crow, and then we're going to move on to the a more traditional tarot spread with the Tarot of Mystical Moments. If you haven't already, do hit that subscribe button. It makes me happy. And it also helps other people find these messages and my channel. So one thing I find interesting is this week I'm working with, also you'll know already, probably have figured out that my readings are going to be coming in a little slower for the time being. I got overbooked a little bit accidentally, maybe on purpose. No, not on purpose, but you know, good things, bad things, but not bad things. Good things and drudge things that just all kind of piled up at once. So I've got a little backlog of demands on my time. So this is going to be coming in a little slower, but I do love doing them. I just want to be able to give them my full attention. So the Work Your Light deck and the Urban Crow tends to be a little darker. We've got the Seattle Overcast really coming through here, and Work Your Light is, of course, lighter. Although both of these are nighttime cards. And dealing more with more positive messages, typically. So, oh my gosh, you need rest. Aries, I feel like this is the perennial message for you. You need rest. Just put it on a sticky note and put it on your mirror. Because this is apparently the message you just keep getting over time. Align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? So something's a little out of sync here, a little shift. Something's not quite resonating with you. It's not quite who you are or what you need right now. So you would know what this is. I don't like the idea of align your life being... I don't like the idea of this align your life card being about like, go find something to fix. Something's wrong. You need to go fix it. It's just, you'll see it. You'll feel it. It just is like, I don't like that. That feels weird. And then align your life, it does mean like try to shift that a little bit. Something that's just not quite working for you. It might be a shift in attitude, a shift in your approach, or it might just be like the thing needs to go. Or you know, just isn't quite resonating with who you are anymore. Deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held. So retreat, rest, be held, replenish yourself. That could be what's out of alignment. That could be what you're needing is to shift and to take some time to rest, to enjoy life, to enjoy, I want to say enjoy being in your body, enjoy all of the, 5 senses and engage with those. Deep replenishment to me means really engaging in I want to say sensual relaxation as far as our senses are concerned, and making sure that high alert that we can get into gets pulled down and dialed down, and we can really sink into enjoying our bodies and enjoying being here and enjoying being alive and really settle into that. We have fear here and trickery. These are kind of cool together because this scarecrow is meant to trick. It's meant to fool, and the crowd has been fooled. They are keeping their distance. But you little Aries, you got curious and you were like, I'm not scared of that. Well, maybe I am a little. And you hopped and got closer and closer, watched the results, got closer, watched the results. Pretty soon, you realized there was nothing to be afraid of here, that it was an illusion. Your fear was an illusion. And, you maybe had this idea, like, I want to go sit on that hat. That hat looks really good. I can almost feel it in my little talons here. I want to feel that hat under my talons. I want to perch right there. It's got a good view. And so there was an adjustment. Adjustments were made, experiments were done, and soon enough you realized that fear wasn't anything based in reality. This wasn't actually a big scary person. This was just a statue. So, and I like it mixed with trickery because that's exactly what this scarecrow was meant to do. It was meant to scare you off. It was meant to trick you. It was meant to keep you from getting the food you want to steal. And so something was camouflaged, or something this could be current too. Something you are afraid of is actually something very benign that's been camouflaged and just looks like something to be afraid of right now. It just appears to be something that you need to be afraid of. But if you experiment and explore and sort of move from some of these leaves aside, you might actually find a treasure, and you might actually find what you're looking for right beyond that fear, right past that point of something you're worried about, something you're afraid of. I mean, we are afraid legitimately. It's not like that emotion doesn't have any real usage to our survival, but these two together make it look like, to me, like you might be dealing with a false fear, with being afraid of something, being worried about something. And once you approach it, once you sort of approach it, maybe, cautiously, but approach it, you'll find that it was just exactly what you wanted, but camouflaged behind some fears. So I think it's Eleanor Roosevelt said something about, we must do the thing that we fear. I don't think that's always true, because there are things I guess I will be dying, and sometimes I am afraid of death. So maybe, but I'm not going to pursue it. I'm not going to do it. So, but really exercising your courage to go towards something. And of course, courage depends on fear. The more afraid we are of something, the more courage we muster, and we build up that courage. And then trickery here too is covering up something, a treasure. This could be, I feel like this treasure is hidden behind your fear. All right. Let us move forward to the Tarot of Mystical Moments. All right. For Aries, what do we have here? This is your past. It's upside down. Your present, your inner landscape, what's at issue, your environment, to-do lists, and possible outcome. We got a real mixed bag here. We have no major arcana. That is fascinating. Maybe that's part of this retreat, rest and be held. Maybe, are you afraid of resting? Are you afraid? Because sometimes that can happen when we get in this heightened state. We can... the heightened state wants to maintain itself. So it can tell us things like, that's scary, that's scary. If you relax this, you won't be able to protect yourself, when in fact the opposite is true. A more relaxed stance, I think Bruce Lee spoke about this, but a more relaxed stance, we're actually much more able to handle in a variety of ways the things that come at us in life. So you might be afraid of relaxing. You might feel like relaxing and releasing is actually a trick. That your mind's playing tricks on you. But your mind, the trick could actually be the fear of letting go and the fear of relaxing. So just want to give another alternative interpretation of what those four cards could be together. In your recent past, you have Four of Cups. At the heart of Four of Cups is an offer and a refusal or an ignoration of that offer, right? This could also be protected space that you were in without really even knowing it. But at the base is an offer and a refusal. This card, to me, often each person doing what they want to do, someone making an offer and someone saying, I've had enough. Oftentimes the Four of Cups, the fours talk about some overindulgence, perhaps. We have 2 4s and 2 6s here, which is really interesting, and 2 pages. That's fascinating. 2 4s, 2 6s, 2 pages. All right, the 4s are usually a place of overindulgence, and the 6s are a place of happiness and neither of them are very difficult energies, but they have difficult parts of the energies, because the Four of Cups and the Four of Pentacles both deal with overindulgence. The 6s are going to deal with real happiness. Both of them fall on the right-hand side of the Kabbalah tree of life, so on the easier part, on the more gentle part, but they also... The 4s are going to deal with difficulties within that generosity, within that indulgence. So there you go. The Four of Cups here, we have offer, a refusal. It's often a repeated offer of, I offer this again, I offer this constantly. And one person saying, I don't need this, I don't want this, this isn't good for me. This isn't helpful or useful to me. I'm done with this routine. I'm done with this pattern. I don't want to engage in this anymore. So an offer being So, you know, when we make an offer understanding that the response could be, I don't want this and I don't want this anymore. And we accept that, or, you know, we deal with that. And then also we can say, I'm breaking this pattern. I've overindulged in you. I've overindulged this pattern. I don't want to deal with it anymore. So, this Four of Cups also to me comes with a happier reading, or a better reading of just like protection being offered, but not necessarily ready to be accepted at this point. So, there's a, I don't want to say there's a potential for future acceptance, because in most readings, this is like the final straw of a repeated pattern, a repeated offer that's just like, you know, I've done this many times before and I don't want to. I want to shift. I want to respond to this differently this time. So, but this could also be, the way this one is depicted in particular, this seems to me like an offer that's just so far been unacknowledged and unseen. The person's very much in their feels. They're not seeing the generosity and the help that surrounds them. So, but at its core, the Four of Cups deals with offers and refusals of offers. We move into the current energy of Four of Pentacles. So this is sort of, this is again, so in the Four of Cups, we have an overindulgence of an offer repeatedly, something repeatedly offered and continuously offered, and now no longer having acceptance because they've had enough of that offer. That's plenty. Thank you. I'm done. And then this is the Four of Pentacles. So this is an overindulgence in focus. So I don't want to say that any of these are overindulgences or bad energy. They're just, they're not energies we want to stay in and set up camp in forever. But the Four of Pentacles is about separating yourself from life, maybe keeping something out so that you can indulge in something or be absorbed by something. To me, it speaks of a honeymoon period of, you know, the rest of the world goes away. We want to isolate and just be together and get to know each other more in our new relationship. Or it can be that laying in period with a new baby where you're just like, me and my baby are going to sit here and bond for 4 weeks, and y'all can just do whatever you want to do, but we're doing this thing because this bond is going to last a lifetime and is crucially important. So it could also be, you know, studying for finals and just not going out and partying, saying no to social obligations, saying no. Both of these have an abundance of saying no to something, a lot of saying no, a lot of this first one is repeated offer, not being accepted. And this one is offers maybe to go hang out, to socialize, to do things, but you're focused on your work. You're focused on, you know, it's like that energy of having the new baby and being very focused on it and its needs, obviously, because the baby needs that for survival. Needs your focus for survival. So this could be also, you know, I remember buying a new house and just, why would I go on vacation? I just want to be here. I love this, you know. I love this place. So just saying no to other things while you indulge in something that's got you absorbed in the present moment. A slight obsessive vibe, but not super obsessive. Just like, for this moment, I'm super into this thing and I really want to and need to focus on this right now. So shutting out other distractions. It's a very focused vibe, which, you know, different parts of our lives need that at different points. So it's not, to me, it's not a bad card. It's just like, this is a moment where you're taking out to focus on something. What may need alignment, though, you may need to rest and take a break, though, from this highly focused energy. In your hopes, your fears, your inner landscape, this is obviously a hope. We have Six of Wands, a celebratory card of people riding your coattails. You want to be successful and you want to bring a bunch of people with you. You want to be successful and you want your success to be admired by your community and your community to benefit. Community could be family, friends, even a work community, you know. I work in communities where, you know, if people level up, they tend to want to take a couple people from the last level with them, or in their new endeavor, they're going to take some people with them. So there's this hope that you're going to be successful. Maybe this is why you're so focused on this thing. Why you're so focused on what you want is because you really want to be successful at it. You really want it to work. And you know that if you can figure out a clever way to make this work, and if you're clever enough, I mean, because this is a really clever tactic here to move forward in life, your community, a lot of people are going to benefit from you being able to achieve this. So you're very focused here, and you're very achievement oriented. And it's not just like, I want to achieve for myself, I want to all this success for myself. It's that other people are going to see it and enjoy it. And maybe you're looking for some sort of appreciation for what all of this focused work and focused effort has done for you. You might be hoping for some level of appreciation, acknowledgement of what you have done and all the hard work you have done and how clever you've been and how successful you have been. So you're either looking for success or looking for some sort of recognition of the success that you've already achieved. What's at issue here is Page of Pentacles. So a page is going to be learner, just beginning to understand something, just learning about something. And this is maybe like not really getting an opportunity for, this is very hands-on. So this would be like not getting an internship, not getting the training you wanted, not getting, really being able to learn how to apply something. So with this Four of Pentacles, this reminds me of my friend, in my early 20s who invited me to a kegger, her boyfriend's kegger. She spent the whole time sitting in the living room studying for a test she had the next week. So it's like, and it was funny. That's just who she was. And I left early because I was not entertained by everything else going on. So, and there's no hard feelings. That's just who she was, and she really wanted to succeed in that. So this is like this Four of Pentacles really wanting to study for the test. It was like for animal massage therapy. So she was taking the written test for that. But what if she never got to practice? What if, and I don't know what happened after that. I think she's integrated it into whatever practice she has now. But what if this would be the practical test on the animal massage therapy, and this would be, never getting to do that, or not having the opportunity to apply all of this stuff you've worked for and have learned. So you haven't had an opportunity to apply it in real life, to learn the ropes that way. We maybe we're able to take the written diver's exam, but not actually even get in the pool with the equipment on yet because of COVID. So we never got to that point. So there's been some sort of holdup with the practical application of something you've been working towards and really focused on and would like to find success in, that you haven't been able to apply it practically. So in your environment, you have Three of Wands. There is some sort of vision here. There's something. How is this in your environment? Because normally this is like your own vision and what you see and your future and your hope and how you see your ships coming in. So there could be something coming in that you can see where you want to go. And something in your environment right now, something in your life is reminding you of where you want to go and reminding you that's right. I wanted to get into the pool with the equipment. Something here is reminding you that needs to happen still, and that can happen, right? So it's like they're saying, oh, we're opening up the pool now, and we might in a couple weeks be able to do the physical lessons on that, So you're looking at that, you're looking at something like, okay, there might be a beginning of this starting to happen, this practical application opening up. And there might be something here, like you're still seeing it, you still got your eye on it, and there's something here that's reminding you that needs to happen, that should be happening, or that what you wanted to happen, you can still see it. And there might be actually some movement on the horizon here for your vision. The Three of Wands is a card that's just about faith. It's a card that's about having faith and having a vision and having faith that vision is going to come true. So there might be something in your environment that's reminding you that this can come true, to hold that vision, to keep that vision. in your to-do list, your opportunity for growth and the energy you're looking to interact with is this Page of Swords energy. This is the learner. This is the page, again, is going to be the learner, and the page and the swords is going to be about intellectual matters and communication matters. So here we have a student. The Page of Swords is all about reading that book and being able to regurgitate the information in a paper. And I said that really grossly, but that is sort of what you do in school. You learn, you absorb, you synthesize, and then you're able to communicate what you synthesize. So you're working with both energies here, learning something, continuing to learn something. You've kind of isolated. This totally looks like finals. I don't think anybody's in finals right now in February, but this totally looks like being focused on your studies, being focused on some sort of learning how to do something, the intellectual aspect. So maybe you're ready for this Page of Pentacles. You're ready for the practical aspect, and this is saying there's still more that needs to be learned. Hi, Jack. There's still more that needs to be learned here. There's still a lot of exploration and understanding and being able to communicate. So this is almost like, okay, you're ready for the practical application, but you know what? Until that can come in, just really kill it over here with the intellectual understanding, with learning about this project, learning about this thing, learning about where you want to go here. And just keep focused on this. Okay, so the practical application, we're not there yet. For whatever reason, it could be completely out of your control. But this is saying, if it's not there yet, just keep working on this stuff. Just keep reading up on it, keep researching it, keep learning how to talk about it, keep learning about... So you've been studying for something, and this is like, keep studying. You've been focused on something, and this is like, learn about communicating it. So if we're going to take our diving metaphor, you're learning about how to use the words better, how to, what terms are we using? You're hitting maybe some books again and just making sure you're ready for the practical application. You're just really focused on that, on these ideas, and learning about them and letting them plant the seeds in your mind of what you can do and where you can go and where you can grow from here. And learning about this. I mean, he's standing tall on top of all these books. He's absorbed into his little mortarboard hat here. So, and I like align your life, adjust. I always read this as adjustments need to be quiet. Adjustments. You might need to adjust something or shift something. And it might be this expectation that you're going to be jumping right into this when what's before you right now is still this part. So engage with this, focus on this, and be happy that you can do that even if you're really feeling ready for the practical application. Where you're going, where you're headed, a possible thing that we might be looking at is Six of Cups. Again, this sits under Six of Wands. This is a real generous, beautiful energy. This is nostalgia, looking back on something. Maybe you're going to look back fondly on this time where you continued to learn and dream and envision. I like how the Page of Swords and the Three of Wands are kind of looking at each other. This visionary presence and this intellectual presence, seeing eye to eye here. I feel like that's a real marriage of your intellect and your intuition here, and your intellect's looking at your intuition going, okay, intuition, you say keep going, you say keep exploring, you say keep learning, I will. And intuition is like, yeah, you better, because I'm telling you this ship is coming in and I want you prepared. I don't want you to miss the ship when it comes in. So I want you to read up on how to use your sextant. I want you to read up on how to use the stars. I want you to read up on navigation because your ship's coming ashore and you better be ready for it, at least as ready as you can in your mind and your ability to use the language and navigate this. So that's the conversation that I made up. Sometimes I feel like I'm playing with paper dolls. I feel like I should cut these out and be like, you better pay attention to your intuition. Okay, I will. I'm really glad you led me in this direction, and now I will use my mind and my intellect to learn. Anyway, may have gotten a little too goofy there. Terribly sorry. It's uncontrollable. but it was this card. It was this card heading me back to paper doll land, to something in my childhood that made me very happy. So that's what this card is. That's your future is your past. You're back to the future. No, past to the future. Your future has something to do with your past. It's something to do with something that made you very happy back there. A reunion of sorts, a reunion with either some memories or just remembering what in your past has brought you joy and brought you to life, and really engaging with that again, and having something from your past that brought you a lot of joy and a lot of pleasure coming back into your life, and maybe even reigniting a passion for you. So, all right, Aries, I hope that was helpful for you, and I hope you have a great week. I'm trying to turn this thing off. I don't understand.